Hello, Classic Crew, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about why men should stop hooking up. I did a video entitled Ladies, Stop Hooking Up a few months ago. After making that video, many angry people said that I had different standards for men and for women, that I thought men could sleep around while women should wait. Here's the deal. Both men and women should stop hooking up. Honestly, if everyone could just wait until they got married, the world would be a much better place. So men, here's my advice to you. Stop hooking up. In many ways, not hooking up is harder for men, and it's a lot harder to get across to them why it's bad for them. There appear to be only positives and upsides to it because the immediate negative consequences aren't as obvious. But just because you can have sex in a way that seems like it's carefree, doesn't mean that's actually the case. You might think that you'll have street cred if you sleep with a certain number of women. That's a bunch of lies. First of all, sleeping with a certain number of women to prove to your male friends that you can keep up is a useless endeavor. The same guys who care or would be impressed with your number are the same guys who don't deserve your respect in the first place. And at the end of the day, it won't make people like you. It will rot your relationships and poison your friendships. Being confident in who you are, personable, fun, and charming will make you cooler and more popular than any number of women that you sleep with would. Second, a good woman would love to be with a man who saved himself for marriage and for her. She will know that you take sex seriously enough to wait for the right person. There's a male fear that if you're a virgin, it would indicate that you have no appeal or that you're bad at sex. That's not the way it works. A woman won't think that no woman would sleep with you. She will think that you had options and still made the harder choice. Good women want a good man. And if you're confident in your choice to wait until marriage, it will only reflect well on you. Plus, when you get married, now you get to learn how to have sex together. And that's a beautiful opportunity for you both. And hopefully, since you'll be married your whole lives, you'll have plenty of time to figure out how to have a great sex life. Third, having multiple partners before marriage does not add to your relationship. It opens the door to comparisons, jealousies, and other drama, especially if one or both of the partners has a history of no strings attached hookups. And even though those feelings can be dealt with, it's easier when they're not there to begin with. You might think there won't be any consequences regarding pregnancy if you sleep with someone because, hey, you're a man. Guess what? You are responsible for the child that you helped to create, even if you're not the one carrying it. And that child will change the course of your life. And choosing to end that child's life through abortion is not a solution. You will still carry the death of your unborn child with you. Taking the life of your own child so that you can continue to sleep around promiscuously is a horrific way to live. You might think that you won't catch feelings if you sleep around. Even if you don't catch feelings, you're training yourself to think of sex as no more than a physical act. You are training yourself to view it as eating or going to the bathroom or any other physical need you just have to fulfill. You are losing all of the more important and beautiful aspects of being intimate. Also, you are sleeping with another person, and it's not all about you. You might be leading this woman on or giving her the wrong idea, and that's just plain wrong. You might think that you just like sex and you want to do it no matter what. STDs, pregnancy scares, hurting women who actually care about you, treating sex like a compulsion, and losing out on the opportunity to meet the right woman isn't fun. Hooking up is wasting your time. It's like endlessly scrolling on Twitter, swiping on Tinder, or playing video games mindlessly for hours on end. You are titillating yourself for the surge of dopamine that takes meaning out of your life. Let's be honest. Getting married is one of the most important choices you can make in your life. It sets you on the path of meaning. It's vindicating to love and be loved by someone who you would give everything to and who would do the same for you. People think of marriage as something for the future. They say they're too selfish to get married, or too immature, or they're just not ready for such a huge commitment. You may have used these excuses yourself, or you've definitely heard a friend say them. But here's the truth. You don't flip a switch that tells you that you're ready to get married. You don't flip a switch at 30 or when you've slept with a certain number of women or at any other life milestone and know that it's time for you to settle down. Your own mentality and the choices that you make are the only things that can prepare you to get married. You have to take the steps to make you capable of marriage. And that starts with stopping hooking up. Because hooking up doesn't just stop you from moving forward. It actively moves you back. Now, here's the thing. Sex is awesome. I can say that as a married woman. But sex before marriage sucks. Even if you want to say it's fun, it means nothing, leads to nothing, and prolongs those relationships that don't have a future. Having sex before marriage is irresponsible and sad. Don't lose out on the women who you might actually have a future with by casually sleeping with the women who you know are not right for you. Don't lose out on what sex can really mean to you by bringing sex to its basest level. The more you treat sex like another bodily need, the more difficult it will be for you to turn it into something more when you really love someone. Some feminists say that women should act more like men and hook up in the same way that men do. But here's the truth. Men should act more like women. Treat sex with the respect it deserves. Don't waste your time sleeping around and treating sex like it's just another bodily need. Don't waste your time sleeping around instead of finding someone to spend your life with and actually moving your life forward. Don't waste your time sleeping around and becoming a stagnant version of yourself who doesn't grow or change, but instead stays treating sex like a cool new toy instead of a God-given gift. Marriage doesn't just happen to you. It's something you build your life towards and prepare yourself for. And when something as great as marriage is waiting for you, you want to start making yourself ready as soon as possible. So if you actually want to be a good man and have a good relationship, stop hooking up. And be the kind of man that any woman would want as a husband. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe to my channel and blog if you haven't already. Head over to my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and follow me there. Hit that notification bell to get notified of all my new videos. Hit that like button. Please head over to classicallyabby.locals.com if you'd like to support my channel, see more of this content, and be part of our community. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!